Have you ever wondered if your cat secretly hates the way you leave the house? What if one small mistake is the reason they get stressed when you're gone? In this video, you'll learn what you should never do before leaving your cat home alone. Knowing this could save you from scratched furniture, knocked over objects, and an unhappy cat. And the last point, it's the one almost every cat owner gets wrong. If you're a true cat lover, hit that like button and subscribe to join our cat-loving family. Now, let's jump into the must-know mistakes you can fix today. Mistake 17. Closing off all windows and natural light. Leaving your cat in a dark, closed-up space might feel safe and controlled to you. But for your cat, it can be confusing, dull, and even stressful. Cats rely heavily on natural light to understand the rhythm of the day. Sunlight isn't just a source of warmth. It helps regulate their internal body clock, keeping their sleep, energy, and play cycles in balance. When the house is closed off and dark, your cat has no visual cues for morning, afternoon, or evening. They can get restless, bored, or even anxious without that subtle guidance from daylight. Natural light also provides mental stimulation. Just having a window open gives your cat something to observe. A bird hopping along the fence, leaves moving in the wind, or shadows dancing across the floor. These small, everyday activities keep your cat curious and mentally engaged while you're gone. Think about it. Would you enjoy sitting in a completely dark room all day with no clue if it's morning or night? Your cat feels that same sense of disorientation and monotony. Before you leave, take a moment to open the curtains or blinds, letting the sun pour in. If possible, create a cozy spot by the window where your cat can safely watch the outside world. Even a small patch of sunlight on the floor can make a huge difference in their mood and energy levels. A brighter, naturally lit environment doesn't just make your cat happier. It also helps reduce stress behaviors like pacing, excessive meowing, or knocking things over. It's one of the simplest ways to improve their day while you're away. By letting the light in, you give your cat a sense of time, space, and calm, turning a lonely afternoon into a more comfortable, enriching experience. Mistake 16. Assuming cats don't get lonely or stressed. Cats are often seen as independent creatures, and it's easy to assume that because they can entertain themselves, they don't care if you leave. But that assumption is far from the truth. Many cats form strong emotional bonds with their owners and are very aware when routines are disrupted. They notice the way you move around the house, the sounds of your footsteps, and even small changes in your schedule. When you leave without considering their feelings, they can experience subtle stress that often goes unnoticed. Your cat might not meow dramatically at the door or follow you around like a dog, but that doesn't mean they aren't affected. Signs of stress in cats can be quiet but telling, hiding in unusual spots, overgrooming, refusing to eat, or showing sudden behavior changes. Some cats may even become more clingy when you return, as a way of coping with the anxiety they felt in your absence. Assuming they are indifferent ignores these signals and can make a lonely or anxious cat feel even more isolated. Respecting your cat's emotional needs is a crucial part of responsible pet ownership. Simple steps like leaving them with engaging toys, creating safe spaces, and maintaining a predictable routine can make a big difference. Even acknowledging their presence before leaving, through a calm pat, gentle words, or brief play, helps them feel seen and secure. Independence doesn't equal indifference. Cats may appear aloof, but they are sensitive to your presence, your moods, and your departures. Recognizing that they experience loneliness or stress allows you to prevent anxiety, support their mental well-being, and strengthen the bond you share. A cat who feels safe and understood is not only happier, but more confident while you're away, turning your absences into calm, uneventful moments rather than stressful ones. Mistake 15. Forgetting to clean the litter box beforehand. Imagine walking into a bathroom that hasn't been flushed all day. Unpleasant, right? Now imagine that's exactly how your cat feels when they approach a dirty litter box. Cats are naturally clean animals, and the state of their bathroom space has a huge impact on their mood, comfort, and even health. A litter box that hasn't been scooped can quickly become overwhelming. Strong smells, clumped waste, and dirty litter are all stressors that your cat has to deal with on top of your absence. When a cat encounters a messy box, several things can happen. Some cats may hold it, risking discomfort or even urinary issues. Others might find a new place to go: your carpet, your bed, or a quiet corner, which creates more stress for both you and your cat. A litter box that's not clean is more than inconvenient. It sends a signal that their space isn't safe or respected. Taking a few minutes to scoop the litter before you leave is one of the simplest ways to show your cat that their environment is secure and comfortable. Add fresh litter if needed, and make sure the box is placed somewhere quiet, away from noise or foot traffic. Even small details, like raking the litter smooth or cleaning the edges, can make a noticeable difference in your cat's comfort. This small, simple step goes a long way in preventing stress and promoting good habits. A clean litter box encourages regular use, supports their health, and gives them one less thing to worry about while you're gone. When you return, your cat will be more relaxed, confident, and happy. Remember, it's often the little things, like a fresh, clean bathroom, that make the biggest difference in your cat's daily comfort and overall well-being. Mistake 14. Making a dramatic goodbye. Long hugs, baby talk, and emotional speeches might feel loving and heartfelt to you. But to your cat, they send a completely different message. Cats are highly sensitive to your tone, body language, and energy. When you turn leaving into a big, emotional event, your cat interprets it as a sign that something is wrong. That can trigger anxiety, stress, or even fear. What you think of as affection may actually be communicating uncertainty, and that leaves your cat feeling unsure and on edge. When goodbyes are dramatic, cats start associating your departures with heightened tension. Over time, this can lead to behaviors like pacing, excessive meowing, hiding, or clinginess. They don't understand that you'll return. They just feel that something important or alarming is happening. Every time you make a spectacle of leaving, you reinforce the idea that your absence is a big deal, which makes it harder for your cat to relax while you're gone. The solution is simple. Keep departures calm, neutral, and brief. A quiet pat, a gentle scratch behind the ears, or a soft "see you later" is enough. You don't need to linger, pick them up, or use overly affectionate words. The less emotional energy you add, the more secure your cat feels. By sending a calm, predictable signal, you teach your cat that departures are normal, safe, and nothing to worry about. A calm goodbye isn't about being distant. It's about giving your cat the reassurance they need without creating unnecessary stress. It's one of the easiest ways to prevent anxiety and help your cat feel confident and secure during your absence. When you master calm departures, your cat can settle comfortably, nap peacefully, and enjoy a stress-free environment until you return. Mistake 13. Leaving silence or loud random noise. Some people think leaving total silence is ideal, while others assume blasting a TV show or leaving a random channel on will keep their cat company. The truth is, both approaches can backfire in surprising ways. Cats are incredibly sensitive to sound. Complete silence might seem peaceful to us, but to a cat, it can feel unsettling. Without any background noise, small sounds, like the hum of an appliance or distant traffic, can seem amplified, making your cat hyper-aware and anxious. They notice every tiny creak, and in silence, those noises can feel louder and more alarming than they really are. On the other hand, leaving a TV or radio on without thinking about what's playing can also cause stress. Sudden loud noises, crashing sounds, or dramatic sound effects may startle your cat. They don't understand what's happening. They only hear chaos. A horror movie with booming music, a talk show with shouting, or even certain nature channels with loud animal sounds can trigger unnecessary fear or anxiety. Your well-intentioned background noise can quickly become a source of stress rather than comfort. The key is to provide a steady, gentle auditory environment. Soft music, calming playlists designed for cats, or a quiet radio channel with gentle voices creates a soothing backdrop that helps your cat feel safe. Consistent, predictable sounds mimic the natural hum of daily life and prevent the sudden surprises that make them jump or hide. Before you leave, take a moment to choose the right background sound, or even just leave the space calm and quiet, but not completely empty of gentle noise. A thoughtful sound environment makes a huge difference in reducing stress, keeping your cat relaxed, and allowing them to enjoy a peaceful, comfortable day while you're away. Mistake 12. Ignoring boredom and mental stimulation. A bored cat doesn't just nap more. It finds its own ways to entertain itself, and often, you don't like what it comes up with. That seemingly innocent nap can quickly turn into a full day of mischief if your cat isn't mentally engaged. Knocking things off shelves, scratching furniture, zooming through the house at 3 a.m., or obsessively grooming can all be signs of boredom. When their brain isn't occupied, cats create their own entertainment, whether it's fun for them or frustrating for you. Cats are naturally curious and intelligent animals. They evolved to hunt, explore, and problem solve throughout the day. When left alone without mental stimulation, their energy and curiosity don't just disappear. They turn inward, sometimes in ways that are destructive or stressful. That's why providing mental enrichment is just as important as physical space. A cat who has nothing to do can quickly become anxious, restless, or even depressed. There are many ways to keep your cat's mind active while you're away. Puzzle feeders turn mealtime into a stimulating challenge, giving them something to think about and work for. Window perches allow them to watch the world outside, keeping their senses sharp and providing hours of entertainment. Rotating toys, interactive balls, or even simple cardboard boxes can keep them engaged without requiring constant supervision. A mentally stimulated cat is a calmer cat. By providing enrichment, you reduce stress, destructive behavior, and restlessness. You're not just filling time. You're giving your cat an outlet for their natural curiosity, keeping them confident, engaged, and happy while you're gone. When you address boredom thoughtfully, your cat returns to their usual relaxed, affectionate self instead of turning your absence into a chaotic adventure. Mistake 11. Leaving food in one boring spot only. Cats are natural hunters, and in the wild, mealtime is an adventure. They spend hours stalking, pouncing, and tracking their prey. When food is always left in the same bowl in the same spot, mealtime becomes predictable and dull. Over time, this lack of variety can lead to boredom eating, overeating, or even disinterest in food altogether. Your cat may start snacking constantly out of habit rather than hunger, or they may begin looking for entertainment in less desirable ways, scratching furniture, knocking items off shelves, or meowing for attention. The key is to make eating stimulating and engaging. One simple approach is to use puzzle feeders. These turn mealtime into a challenge, encouraging your cat to work for their food in ways that mimic natural hunting behaviors. Even hiding small amounts of food in different safe spots around the house adds mental stimulation. By spreading meals across multiple locations, you create variety and interest, keeping your cat's mind and body active while you're away. Rotating feeding spots also helps your cat associate food with exploration and problem solving, rather than just a boring routine. This not only prevents boredom, but also strengthens their cognitive skills. Simple changes, like moving a bowl closer to a sunny window or placing kibble in a treat dispensing toy, make a big difference. Leaving food in one static spot might seem convenient, but it underestimates your cat's intelligence and curiosity. By introducing variety and interactive feeding methods, you help your cat stay engaged, mentally satisfied, and emotionally balanced. A stimulated cat is calmer, happier, and less likely to develop unwanted behaviors while you're gone. Mealtime doesn't have to be mundane. Turn it into an opportunity for enrichment, and your cat will thank you in their own quiet, content way. Mistake 10. Skipping interactive play before you leave. Leaving the house without giving your cat a little interactive playtime is like sending a child to bed with a full energy tank. It almost guarantees trouble. Cats accumulate hunting energy throughout the day, even if it doesn't seem obvious. That energy doesn't disappear when you walk out the door. It needs an outlet. Without it, your cat can become restless, engage in destructive behaviors, or run around the house in chaotic bursts. Those infamous zoom eyes that seem to appear out of nowhere. A short, engaging play session before you leave can make a world of difference. Wand toys, feather teasers, laser pointers, or even small balls allow your cat to mimic natural hunting behaviors, pouncing, chasing, and capturing prey, without leaving your home in disarray. This physical and mental exercise not only helps them burn off excess energy, but also encourages a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. By the time you step out, your cat is more likely to settle into a nap or calmly watch the world from their favorite perch. It's not about exhausting your cat completely. Just 10 to 15 minutes of focused play can release enough energy to make them calmer during your absence. Try to make the session engaging and varied to keep their interest. Rotate toys, change your play patterns, and incorporate short bursts of excitement to simulate the unpredictability of real hunting. When you come back, you'll notice the difference. A cat that's had its energy released through interactive play is calmer, less likely to scratch furniture or meow excessively, and more relaxed overall. Playtime isn't just fun, it's a crucial way to support your cat's mental and physical well-being. By taking a few minutes to engage before you leave, you create a calmer, happier environment for both your cat and your home. Mistake 9. Leaving strong smells or cleaning chemicals. Cats experience the world primarily through their sense of smell, and it is far more sensitive than ours. What might seem like a fresh, clean scent to you can feel overwhelming, confusing, or even aggressive to your cat. Strong perfumes, air fresheners, scented candles, or recently used cleaning chemicals can create an environment that is stressful rather than comforting. These odors don't just irritate their nose, they affect their mood and behavior. A cat exposed to intense scents may hide, avoid certain areas, or show signs of agitation. Some scents can even trigger stress-related behaviors, like excessive grooming, scratching, or pacing. It's easy to underestimate the impact of scents because humans perceive them differently. A room that smells clean to you can feel chaotic to your cat. The constant presence of strong smells can make your home feel unfamiliar and unsafe while you're gone, increasing anxiety during your absence. Even subtle, lingering odors can interfere with your cat's sense of security, which is closely tied to scent cues throughout their environment. Before you leave, take a moment to neutralize the space. Avoid using strong chemicals or heavily scented products in the areas your cat frequents. Air out rooms if possible, and opt for gentle, pet-safe cleaners or simply a quick wipe down without perfumes. Maintaining a calm, neutral scent environment makes a surprising difference in how relaxed your cat feels. A cat surrounded by overwhelming smells may appear restless, withdrawn, or anxious, while a cat in a neutrally scented, familiar-smelling space is far more likely to settle comfortably and confidently. By paying attention to scents, you're not just keeping the environment clean, you're actively supporting your cat's emotional well-being, helping them feel safe, secure, and at ease while you're away. Mistake 8. Free feeding without portion control. Leaving a full bowl of food out all day might seem like a kind and generous gesture, but for your cat, it can actually create problems rather than comfort. Cats are natural grazers, and while a little nibbling is normal, constant access to food often leads to boredom eating or overindulgence. Some cats will snack repeatedly, not out of hunger, but because the food is always available. Others may lose interest in their meals entirely, leaving kibble untouched for hours. Either way, free feeding can disrupt healthy eating habits and even lead to weight gain or digestive issues. Structured feeding, on the other hand, provides both mental stimulation and a predictable routine. When meals are offered at regular intervals, your cat begins to anticipate and look forward to those moments, giving them something to focus on throughout the day. This creates a sense of security and stability, which is especially important when you're away. Cats are creatures of habit, and routine helps reduce stress and anxiety. Timed feeders, portion-control bowls, or spreading out small meals throughout the day are excellent solutions. Puzzle feeders can add an extra layer of engagement, turning mealtime into a stimulating activity rather than just a habit. This encourages natural hunting behaviors, keeping your cat mentally active while also regulating food intake. By moving away from free feeding, you're not only supporting your cat's physical health, but also their emotional well-being. Predictable meals prevent stress, reduce overeating, and give your cat a structured, satisfying routine. Instead of wandering aimlessly in search of snacks or getting bored with food, they have a clear schedule, which keeps them calm, engaged, and more content. Proper portion control isn't restrictive. It's a simple way to make your cat healthier, happier, and more balanced every day. Mistake 7. Removing all their favorite sleeping spots. Many cat owners like to tidy up before leaving the house, putting away blankets, pillows, or chairs that cats normally sleep on. While this may seem practical and organized to your cat, it can feel like their safe spaces have disappeared. Cats rely heavily on familiar comfort zones to feel secure, and disrupting those spots before you leave can create unnecessary stress. A favorite blanket, a sunlit chair, or a cozy corner isn't just a place to sleep. It's a safe refuge where your cat can relax, observe, and feel in control of their environment. When you remove or rearrange these familiar spots, your cat may feel disoriented or anxious. They lose the tactile and scent cues that help them feel grounded, and that can lead to behaviors like pacing, vocalizing, or seeking alternative, less safe places to rest. Cats may even spend your absence searching for familiar smells or spaces, which increases stress and prevents them from truly relaxing. The solution is simple. Leave your cat's favorite nap spots untouched and accessible. Make sure the areas are clean but not altered drastically, and avoid moving blankets, cushions, or beds that your cat frequents. Even small details, like the way a blanket is folded or a cushion is positioned, can make a difference to their sense of security. Familiar smells and consistent locations help your cat feel calm and reassured while you're away. By preserving these comfort zones, you give your cat the confidence to rest, nap, and observe without worry. A cat who has access to their trusted sleeping spots is more relaxed, less likely to exhibit anxiety-driven behaviors, and better able to enjoy the day while you're gone. Mistake 6. Not providing vertical space. Cats feel safest when they can observe their environment from above. High perches, shelves, or cat trees give them a vantage point to watch what's happening without feeling threatened. In the wild, cats climb to survey their territory, escape potential predators, and plan their next move. When you don't provide vertical space in your home, your cat can feel trapped and exposed. Even if they appear calm on the floor, a lack of height can increase stress, reduce confidence, and lead to anxious behaviors. Providing vertical space gives your cat control over their surroundings. A cleared shelf, a high window ledge, or a dedicated cat tree lets them retreat, observe, and decide when to engage. This sense of autonomy is crucial for emotional well-being. Cats who can safely climb or perch often feel more confident and secure, which translates into calmer behavior, better sleep, and reduced stress-related actions like scratching furniture or hiding excessively. You don't need elaborate setups. Sometimes a simple shelf near a sunny window is enough to make a big difference. Place cushions or blankets on these spots to create cozy perches. Rotating access to different heights and locations can also provide mental stimulation, as your cat explores new perspectives while still feeling safe. Vertical space isn't just fun, it's essential for a cat's emotional and psychological health. It satisfies their natural instincts, gives them a safe retreat, and builds confidence. When your cat has the ability to observe, climb, and control their space, they are far more likely to remain relaxed and content while you're away. A confident cat is a calm cat, and giving them height is one of the simplest, most effective ways to achieve that balance in your home. Mistake 5. Making a huge deal when you come home. It's natural to be excited when you see your cat after a long day. Their happy face, purring, or gentle meow can make you want to scoop them up, squeal, and spend 5 minutes fussing over them. But big reactions when you come home can actually teach your cat that your return is a massive, dramatic event. While it feels affectionate to you, it makes the waiting period throughout the day even more stressful. Your cat spends hours anticipating a moment that feels too important and overwhelming, rather than relaxing and enjoying their time alone. When you consistently make a huge deal out of returning, you inadvertently raise the emotional stakes of your departures and arrivals. This can increase anxiety and create a cycle of overexcitement and stress. Your cat may pace, vocalize excessively, or wait anxiously by the door, expecting a dramatic reunion every time. It may seem harmless, but these patterns can build tension over time. The solution is simple. Stay calm when you return. Give yourself a few minutes to settle, remove your coat, put down your bag, and take a deep breath before greeting your cat. A quiet, gentle approach, soft words, slow movements, and a calm petting session is enough to show your love without escalating excitement. This teaches your cat that arrivals are predictable and safe, not an emotional roller coaster. By keeping your return low-key, you encourage patience and emotional balance in your cat. They learn that your presence is comforting, not overwhelming, and that life continues in a calm, stable way even when you leave and come back. A measured, calm greeting strengthens trust, reduces anxiety, and helps your cat feel secure in their environment, turning your homecomings into moments of quiet joy rather than heightened drama. Mistake 4. Leaving out unsafe toys or strings. Cats love to play, bat, and chase, but not all toys are safe, especially when you're not home to supervise. Loose strings, ribbons, rubber bands, small parts, or broken toys can quickly become dangerous. What seems harmless to you can easily turn into a choking hazard, intestinal blockage, or even injury. Cats are curious and determined, and they often play with things in ways we never anticipate. A string left on the floor might be swallowed, or a broken toy could splinter and cause cuts or other harm. Before leaving the house, take a few minutes to do a safety check of your cat's play area. Remove anything that could be hazardous and make sure only sturdy, well-made toys are within reach. Cat-safe toys, puzzle feeders, and secure interactive toys allow your cat to play independently without risk. Rotate toys regularly to keep them interesting, but always ensure they are in good condition. Even simple items like cardboard boxes or paper bags can provide enrichment, as long as they're free of loose strings, staples, or sharp edges. Leaving unsafe items out doesn't just put your cat at physical risk, it can also create stress. If a toy breaks while you're gone, your cat may become frightened or anxious, associating playtime with danger. By taking a few moments to organize and check their environment, you're creating a safe, stimulating space where your cat can engage, explore, and satisfy their hunting instincts without worry. Safe playtime isn't just about protecting your cat, it's about peace of mind for you as well. Knowing that your cat can entertain themselves without danger allows you to leave the house confidently, while they enjoy a secure, happy, and stress-free environment. Simple precautions make a huge difference in keeping your cat healthy, safe, and content. Mistake 3. Ignoring temperature and airflow. Cats are incredibly sensitive to changes in temperature and the quality of airflow in their environment. What might feel comfortable to us, a slightly warm room or a closed window, can be too hot, stuffy, or cold for your cat. When a space is uncomfortable, your cat may struggle to relax, nap, or feel secure while you're away. Even small fluctuations in temperature can affect their behavior, making them restless, anxious, or more prone to seeking out alternative, sometimes unsafe, places to rest. A stuffy room with little air circulation can quickly become uncomfortable, especially on warmer days. Cats may pant, move around constantly, or try to find cooler areas, which can be stressful if those spaces are limited. Conversely, a room that is too cold can leave them shivering or hiding, unable to settle comfortably. Both extremes can disrupt your cat's daily routine and negatively impact their emotional well-being. Before you leave, make sure the room where your cat spends most of their time is within a comfortable temperature range, neither too hot nor too cold. Open windows slightly if weather permits. Use fans or vents to maintain airflow, and ensure your cat has access to cozy spots like blankets, heated pads, or sunny perches. Small adjustments, like moving a bed away from a draft or placing a blanket in a warm corner, can make a significant difference. A comfortable environment helps your cat relax, sleep, and feel secure while you're gone. Cats thrive in predictable, cozy spaces where they can regulate their own comfort. By paying attention to temperature and airflow, you create a safe, calm, and stress-free environment. A cat who feels physically comfortable is more likely to remain calm, confident, and happy, turning your absence into an uneventful and peaceful part of their day. Mistake 2. Leaving your cat alone too long without checks. Even the most independent cats benefit from occasional human interaction and reassurance. While cats are known for their self-sufficiency, long periods of complete isolation can lead to stress, anxiety, or even boredom. Hours alone without any interaction can leave your cat feeling uncertain about their environment, especially if something changes while you're gone. Even minor disruptions, a loud noise, a new scent, or a sudden shadow, can feel alarming without someone to reassure them. Leaving your cat alone for extended periods without check-ins can affect both their emotional and physical well-being. Cats may become withdrawn, sleep less, overgroom, or seek attention in unusual ways when you return. Their natural curiosity and need for stimulation don't disappear just because you're not home, and ignoring this need can make your cat restless or anxious. The solution is simple. If you know you'll be gone for an extended period, arrange for someone to check in on your cat. A quick visit from a friend, family member, or pet sitter can make a huge difference. Even 5 to 10 minutes of human presence, refreshing water, offering a meal, or engaging in a brief play session can reassure your cat that everything is okay. It shows them that their environment is safe, that their needs are being met, and that you haven't disappeared entirely. Regular check-ins not only reduce stress, but also help maintain routine and comfort. Your cat knows that even in your absence, their world is predictable and secure. A cat who receives occasional attention while you're gone remains calmer, happier, and healthier. By planning for brief visits, you create peace of mind for both your cat and yourself, ensuring that long days apart don't turn into unnecessary stress or anxiety. Mistake 1. Changing their routine at the last second. Cats thrive on routine. Their world is predictable, and they rely on consistent patterns to feel safe and secure. Sudden changes to feeding times, play sessions, or even your departure habits can create uncertainty and stress. Unlike humans, cats cannot easily adapt to last-minute shifts in their environment. A change that feels minor to you, like leaving 5 minutes earlier than usual or moving their food bowl to a different spot, can disrupt your cat's sense of stability and trigger anxiety. When routines are inconsistent, cats may react in subtle or obvious ways. Some may become clingy, following you constantly and meowing for reassurance. Others might hide, overgroom, or engage in destructive behaviors as a way to cope with the unpredictability. Even seemingly small disruptions can interfere with their natural rhythms, making them restless, irritable, or uneasy during your absence. The key is to maintain predictable patterns as much as possible. Keep feeding times consistent, schedule play sessions at familiar intervals, and establish calm, regular departure routines. If you need to make changes, try introducing them gradually so your cat can adjust. Small, incremental shifts are easier for them to process than sudden, dramatic changes. A stable routine helps your cat understand what to expect throughout the day, reducing anxiety and promoting confidence. When your cat knows that meals, playtime, and your departures follow a familiar schedule, they can relax, nap, and feel secure while you're gone. Predictability isn't boring for cats, it's comforting. By respecting their need for routine, you create a calm, stable environment that supports both their emotional well-being and your peace of mind. A cat with a consistent routine is a relaxed, happy, and confident companion, even during your absences.